Superfly, man, it meant a lot to you. I know when you were on set, you walked around with the original script.
Yeah.
And you did a good job with the movie. You did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
How was it sort of paying homage to a classic and then being able to craft another one, an instant hip-hop classic for me, and with this project?
You know, we really broke down the original film. So, you know, symbolically and energetically, I liked carrying around that original script. But even the work that we did to get to that point, we really sat down, looked at who are the characters, what are the events, what are the things that have to happen for this to be Superfly, and then what room do we have to grow from that point on. So, you know, like in this version, Priest never has the encounter with the militants that tell him, you poisoned the community, brother, and that doesn't happen, because I didn't feel it was an essential part of the original film. It was a part of the original, but it wasn't essential. But Freddy dies, because Freddy's dead, you know what I mean? So there's a balancing act. Again, what are the things that really make Superfly, and let's do that. And by doing that, it gave us a foundation. So when we started making changes, when we started evolving things, the evolution came from necessity. Like, what do we believe? I don't believe that the cops would be the ones providing the drugs. I don't believe that junkies would be able to get at Priest. So when we had those issues, then we said, well, what do we believe? Oh, I believe some drug dealers might do. Oh, I believe some Mexicans. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
but they always are changes. We never changed anything for the sake of changing something. All the changes organically happen after we laid down a strong foundation of the original film.
Yeah. Movies tend to take years to create and to make. You made this in what, 3 months, 4 months?
Well, you know, the story before the green light was, even when I got involved, we did about a year of putting things together or whatever, but then it got greenlit, and they're like, yeah, it's November, you're going to shoot in January, and we need the movie done by June. These are crazy things, but we did it.
Yeah.
Here we are.
When did you know that you had something good? Like, because it's always like, okay, but like, is there a point in making it where like, okay, we actually have real meat
The
here?
first test screening was when I really knew, all right, we did a test screening, had really great scores. The audience was in it, reacting. At the end of it, they were really still kind of buzzing. I said, all right, we'll have something. Because when, you know, you make the script, you make the changes, you shoot it, you do all this stuff, so you're so close to it. It's hard to tell, like, what's your own frustrations, what are you mad at? Like, there's all, what do you like, what do you never, it was very hard to say, okay, this is what's going to work and this what isn't. Outside of that, we're just now at the point we're just finishing what we started and carrying through with what we began. But yeah, once we started showing people, and those reactions consistently came back, and those are, you know, on the, you know, because for a test you fill out paperwork.
Yeah.
But even just the audience, what they react to, what they got excited about, you're like, okay, we're in a zone here. More than half.
Yeah.
The good majority of people
good.
are
It's
in here
good.
having a good time.
And I'm excited to see what's next from you. Can you talk a little bit about what you got coming up next?
Well, finally, this is a springboard to my porn directing career. So, you know what I'm saying? Watch out. Pornhub.
Okay.
Here come the hits. No,
I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm building things of my own. And of course, talking to other people about projects they have. It's the director life, you know.
Yeah.
You know, pitching jobs, getting jobs.
You got something with Viceland too, right?
Well, next I do on the TV side, Viceland. I have a show called Mr. Tachyon. That's going to premiere July 11th at 11:30 on Viceland, and it is a science show hosted by a very interesting type of host. He's the son of the Invisible Man.
Wow.
So he was born invisible. So he wears like a whole outfit so you can see him. But so that's the host as he goes around doing we do very real science on things you would consider fringe. So like we do experiments on energy healing or sound therapy or alternative medicines. And we go around and really start delving into part of the scientific world that doesn't get much attention. And get some interesting results every now and then.